Students, in the previous video lectures, we have learnt about Kirchhoff laws and how to use Kirchhoff laws in finding voltage and as well as current in the circuit. In this video lecture also, we will be solving few problems based on Kirchhoff laws, and we will be finding unknown currents and as well as voltages if at all any mentioned using Kirchhoff first law and as well as second law, which are also named Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. As in the previous video lectures, I have already explained you a simple procedure, step-by-step procedure, how to use Kirchhoff laws in order to solve unknown currents in the circuit. So, step 1, as we already have learned, identify the batteries and give current directions from the batteries. So, there are two batteries in the circuit, V1 and V2. Voltage across first one is V1 and voltage across second one is V2. Of course, current direction is already given to you in the problem. So V1, V2, current direction is this. V1 battery will provide some current. V2 battery will provide some current. I1 and I2 combinedly will be joined at this node. Point C is a node and point D is also a node. Current here is I2. Current here is I1. Current here is I2 and current here is I1. And current in this resistor R3, it is commonly I1 plus I2. So step 1 we have completed, identified the batteries and gave current directions. Now after giving current directions, use Kirchhoff current law at nodes. Use Kirchhoff current law at nodes. So at node C, I can use Kirchhoff current law. How many nodes are there? There are two nodes in the circuit. Therefore, KCL equations, you can write it as one KCL equation. At C, you can write current entering is equal to current leaving. Current entering is I1 plus I2, which is equal to current leaving, that is I3. So current leaving I3 can be simply replaced with I1 plus I2. Current entering is equal to current leaving. So let me consider this as I3, which is sum of I1 and I2. Kirchhoff current law we have used. Next, as there are two unknowns in the circuit, we require two KVL equations, because two unknowns in the circuit are I1 and I2. To find unknown currents, I1 and I2, we require two KVL equations. You can write any two KVL equations by taking two loops. You can take loops as your wish. You can take loop either A, C, D, B, A, or A, E, D, C, like that. As your wish, you can take one. You can take two loops, but definitely you should take two loops and you should write down the KVL equation. So what I do, I'll consider this loop as 1. This as loop 1. And I will consider this as loop 2. Okay. Loop 1 and loop 2. I will take those loops and I will write down KVL equations. For loops A, C, D, B, A. Start from A. You are coming to C. At AC, there is no component. From C to D, when you are traveling from C to D, you are going across negative terminal of the battery. So you should write it as minus V2. Next, you are going opposite to the current direction in resistor R2 when you are traveling from C to D. So therefore it is plus I2 into R2. Next, from D to B there is no component. D to B there is no component, and from B to A you are going in the same direction as that of the current, so it is minus I1 R1, and from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery it is plus V1 is equal to 0, right? Therefore you can write V1 minus V2 minus I1 R1 plus I2 R2 is equal to 0. This can be written as V1 minus V2 is equal to I1 R1 minus I2 R2. Take this as equation number 1. This is for first loop. Now take another loop. For loop C, E, F, D, C. For loop C, E, F, D, C, start from C, C, E. In between C and E there is no component, and between E and F there is one component, and that is in the same direction as that of the current. So I will write it as minus I3 into R3. Next, from F to D there is no component here. From F to D, again from D to C, you have one resistor and one battery. From D to C you can write minus I2 R2. You are going from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery, so it is plus V2 is equal to 0. From here you can write minus of I3 can be written as I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2 into R3 minus I2 R2 plus V2 is equal to 0. Minus I1 R3 minus I2 R3 minus I2 R2 plus V2 is equal to 0. Now this gives you V2 is equal to I1 R3 plus I2 R3 plus I2 R2. Take this as equation number 2. We have got second equation which is value for V2. Now using equation 2 in equation 1. You can use equation 2 in equation. Substituting equation 2 in equation 1, we can write it like this, and you can cancel I2 R2 on both sides. After cancelling I2 and I2 R2 on both sides, left hand side and right hand side, we are left with V1 minus I1 R3 minus I2 R3 is equal to I1 R1. So from here you can write V1 is equal to I1 R1 plus R3 plus I1 R1. I1 R3 is coming to the other side. I1 I am taking it common, so it is R1 plus R3. And the second term I2 R3, it is going to right side, so it is I2 R3. This is equation for V1. Okay. So V1 value we have got, V2 value we have got, and if the batteries and the resistors are being given to you in the circuit, you can find out values of I1 and I2 currents by solving equation 1 and equation 2. Coming to this question, it is also similar to the previous problem which we have solved, but in this we have got values for two batteries. One is 5 volt and the other one is 12 volt, and we have values for resistors also, 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm. From this you should find out unknown currents in the circuit. So you should find out current in the circuits. Find I1 and I2 and also I3. Now in order to find out this, we will be using Kirchhoff current law first. So where do we have nodes? Node is at point D and at point A. So at point D or at point A, if you write down node equation, you can write it as from Kirchhoff current law at node D, I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. So I am considering it as I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. So this I1 plus I2, I am considering it as I3, which is flowing into this 3 ohm resistor. I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. You can take this. That is from Kirchhoff current law. Next, after this, how many unknowns are there in the circuit? We have 2 unknowns in the circuit. Therefore, as 2 unknowns, we have 2 unknowns, we have I1 and I2. So we write 2 KVL equations. So we will be writing 2 KVL equations. Now I can use those KVL equations. You can take one loop. This has one loop. This has one loop. And take this as the other loop. Now I'll be writing here for loop. Start from here. A, B, C, D, A. A, B, C, D, A. I can start from A. From A to B, there is no component. From B to C, we have one battery, one resistor. From battery, you are going from positive to negative terminal of the battery. So it is minus 5 volt. And you are going in the same direction as that of current I1 in this resistor. So it is minus I1. Resistor value is 2. IR. V is equal to IR. That is minus I1 into R. R is 2 ohm resistor. Next, from C to D, there is no component. From D to A, we have one resistor, that is current I3 flowing in that. So I can write it as minus I3 into 3 ohm. And you are going from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery across this 12 volt. So it is plus 12 volt is equal to 0. This gives you 12 volt minus 5 volt. That is 7 volt. 7 volt minus 2 times I1 minus I3 can be written as I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2 into 3 ohm is equal to 0. It is 7 volt minus 2 I1 minus 3 I1 minus 3 I2 is equal to 0. 7 volt minus 5 I1 minus 3 I2 is equal to 0. Take this as equation number 1. That is for loop A, B, C, D, A. Now again you take another loop for loop A, D, E, F, A. A, D, E, F, A. Start from here. You are going from A to D. That is from negative terminal, positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery of 12 volt. So minus 12 volt. Next, you are going in opposite direction to that of resistor R3. So it is plus I3 into 3 ohm. Again from D to F, there is no resistor or any component. Again from E to F, you are going in opposite direction to current I2. So it is plus 4 is the resistor value. Current is I2 is equal to 0. This gives you 12 volt is equal to 3 I3 plus 4 I2. Take this as equation number 2. So we have got 2 equations. One is 7 volt minus 5 I1 minus 3 I2 is equal to 0. And here also I3 can be written as I1 plus I2. I'll just replace that 12 volt. I'll replace this I1 plus I2 here. 12 volt is equal to 3i1 plus 3i2 plus 4i2, that is 12 volt is equal to 3i1 plus 7i2. This is equation number 2. Okay, now take this equation 1 and equation 2. You can solve those equations. You can just solve these two equations. Equation 1 you multiply with any number, and equation 2 you multiply with any number and solve them. So what I do, I will multiply equation 1 with 3. So equation 1 with 3 gives you 3 sevens 21 is equal to, this 2 comes to the other side, that is 15i1 plus 9i2. Next equation 2 I am multiplying with 5. Equation 2 if I multiply with 5, 12 5 60 is equal to 5 3 is 15 I1 and plus 5 7s 35 I2, right? Now you can take these equations, you subtract one over the other. Plus 15 I1 minus 15 I1 gets cancelled. What is left over here? 21 minus 60. So that is 39 minus 39 is equal to, here 9 minus 35. So it will be 26 minus 26 I2, negative negative gets cancelled. I2 is equal to 39 divided by 26. So 13 ones 13, 13 twos 26, 13 threes 39. This is 3 by 2. I2 is equal to 3 by 2. Take this I2 and substitute in equation 2 using I2 in equation 2. I can write it as 12 volt is equal to 3i1 plus 7 into 3 by 2. 7 3 is 21. 21 by 2 comes to the other side. 12 minus 21 divided by 2 is equal to 3i1. This is 12 to 24. 24 minus 1, that is 3 by 2 is equal to 3i1. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. I1 is equal to 1 by 2 ampere. This is also in ampere. I1, I2 values we have got. If you add these two, you will get I3. I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. So I3 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 ampere. I3 will be equal to 3 plus 1 4 by 2. It is 2 ampere. So these are the currents passing through three resistors R1, R2 and R3. I1 value we have got it as 1 by 2 ampere. I2 3 by 2 ampere. I3 2 ampere. If you add I1 and I2, you should get the same value. Remember that. This is the way, if the values of R1, R2, R3 and voltages are given, you can find out currents in the circuit. So once currents are known, you can find out potential difference across each resistor also. Students, we have got one question here. We have three batteries in the circuit, 10 volt, 20 volt and 5 volt. And there are three resistors of equal values, 5 ohm, 5 ohm and 5 ohm. And let me take one more resistor here. And this is 10 volt. I'm taking one more resistor here, 10 volt. These are the values of batteries and resistors given in the problem. You want to now find out voltage between ED, FC and as well as AB. You should find out voltage, that is potential difference between AB, FC and as well as ED. Whenever you want to solve these kind of problems, in order to find out voltages, you should find out unknown currents in the circuit. To find voltage, we should find currents in the each path of circuit. We should first calculate currents in the circuit. So when we are finding currents in the circuit, you will be using the same procedure just like how we have done in the previous way. You have one node at F and one node at C. Give unknown currents in the circuit. So first let me mark currents in the circuits. So step 1, from batteries, from battery give current directions. Now let me consider as 20 voltage battery is greater. I am starting with 20 voltage. Current always flow from positive to negative terminal. I am naming this current as I1. Obviously, here also should be I1. Current entering into the battery is equal to current leaving from the battery. Next, this current I1 coming to point F, it will be distributed into two parts. One across this A and the other across this E. Into this A, I name it as I2, and into this E, I name this current as I3. So first step is completed, and now I can use Kirchhoff law. You can simply write I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. This is at node F. So at node F, I have used Kirchhoff current law. Current entering into this F is I1. Current leaving from F is I2 and I3. So I2 and I3 I have just written I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. That is step 1. How many unknown currents are there here? There are two unknown currents. As a result, we require two KVL equations. So step 2, two unknowns. What are those two unknowns? I2 and I3. We require two KVL equations. Take anyone, like start from A, B, C. This I am considering this as one KVL equation. This as number 1. And next, this as number 2. So two loops I have considered. Now I can use those loops. For loop A, B, C, F, A. For loop A, B, C, F, A to B, you are going through a battery of 10 voltage. From negative terminal to positive terminal, it is plus 10 volt. And you are going in the same direction of the current in 5 ohm resistor. So it is minus 5 I2. From B to C, there is no resistor or anything. So this is useless. And from C to F, you are going through resistor of 5 ohm in which current I1 goes. It is minus 5 I1. From 20 voltage, you are going from negative to positive terminal of the battery. So it is 20 volt. Next, again in this resistor 5 ohm, you are going in the same direction. So it is minus 5 I1 is equal to 0. This gives you 10 plus 20, it is 30. Minus 10 I1 minus 5 I2 is equal to 0. See here, minus 5 I1 minus 5 I1 minus 10 I1 and minus 5 I2, that is there as it is. So I can simply write 10 I1 plus 5 I2 is equal to 30 volt. This is taking this as equation number 1. This is equation 1. Now take another loop. For loop, start from C. C, D, E, F, C. C, D, E, F, C. From C you start. C to D there is no component. D to E you are going across a battery. It is plus 5 volt. And you are going opposite to the current direction. So it is plus. Resistor is 10. Current is I3. Next from E to F. E to F there is no component. From F to C you are going through this 5 ohm resistor. So it is opposite to current direction. So it is plus 5 I1. Next this 20 voltage battery from positive to negative, minus 20 volt. Again you are going opposite to this 5 ohm resistor, so it is plus 5 I1 is equal to 0. This gives you 5 minus 20, it is minus 15, plus 10. I3 can be written as I1 minus I2, plus this 5I1 become 10I1 is equal to 0. Okay, now just resolve this again. You can resolve this. This gives you minus 15 plus 10I1 minus 10I2 plus 10I1 is equal to 0. It is minus 15 plus 20I1 minus 10I2 is equal to 0. This gives you 20I1 minus 10I2 is equal to 15. Let me take this as equation number 2. See, in equation 1 and equation 2, we have got 10I1 plus 5I2 is equal to 30, and equation 2, 20I1 minus 10I2 is equal to 15. What I do, I'll just multiply equation 1 with 2. If I multiply equation 1 with 2, what do you write? 20I1 plus 10I2 is equal to 60 volt. Now solve these two equations. This gives you 20I1 minus 10I2 is equal to 15. 20I1 plus 10I2 is equal to 60. 10 gets cancelled. 20 plus 20, it is 40I1 is equal to 60 plus 15, it is 75. So I1 is equal to 75 divided by 40. You can cancel this with 5. This gives you I1. If you want, you can cancel this with 5. 5 8s 40 and remained is 5 15s 75. So this is 15 by 8. I1 is equal to 15 by 8. Take this I1, substitute in equation 2. 20 into 15 by 8. This is equation 2. In this equation 2, I am substituting 20 I1 minus 10 I2 is equal to 15. So this gives you 4 2s 8, 4 5s 20, 15 5 75, 75 by 2 minus 15 is equal to 10 I2. And this is 75 minus 30 divided by 2. 75 minus 30. 75 minus 30 will be 45. 45 by 2. This gives you I2 is equal to 45 divided by 20. I can cancel this with 5. 5 4s 20, 5 9s 45. So I2 is equal to 9 by 4. I1 and I2 values we have got. After getting I1 and I2 values, we will be finding out I3 definitely, and just use KVL equation from A to B, F to C, and as well as E to D in order to find out the voltages. Okay. So just I have used the Kirchhoff voltage law starting from A to B. VA plus 10 volt minus 5I2 minus VB is equal to 0. That I have written here. Substituting I2 value and solving this, we will be getting VA minus VB, that is 5 by 4 volt. Similarly, for loop FC. For loop FC. So we are taking loop FC. Start from F. VF. You are going in opposite direction to that of this 5 ohm resistor. It is plus 5 I1 minus 20 and plus 5 I1 minus VC is equal to 0. VF minus VC plus 10 I1 minus 20 is equal to 0. VF minus VC plus 10 into I1 is equal to 5 by 8. 5 by 8 minus 20 is equal to 0. 2 5s 10, 2 4s 8. VEF minus VC plus 5 minus 40 divided by 4 is equal to 0. VF minus VC is equal to minus of 5 minus 40 is minus 35. Minus 35 divided by 4 volt. That is number 2. VF minus VC we have got. Next, from E to D, you can take loop. For loop E to D, you can write start from E. VE minus 10I3 minus 5 is equal to 0. VE minus VD, sorry, minus VD is equal to 0. VE minus VD is equal to 10 into I3 can be written as I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2, it is 5 by 8 plus 9 by 4 minus 5. This is VE minus VD is equal to 10 into, you can take LCM here. It is 5 minus 2 9s 18 divided by 8 minus 5. This is 2 5s 10, 2 4s 8, and this is 5, you can take it common. 5 you can take it common. 18 plus 5, it is 23 minus 23 divided by 4 minus 1. Solve this, you will be getting VE minus VD.